hey, this is apush. But just the last quarter of apush. But specifically 10 dates from apush and that year's NBA Finals. If you really try, you can use this to help you study some of the dates from apush if you can correlate them to the NBA Finals that was happening that year, which now I think about it just makes you have to remember twice as many dates because then you have to remember the NBA Finals that happened that year and then also the date and be able to correlate. We'll start in the past and go somewhere. 1776. In 1776, our fathers founded a nation based on the ideas of freedom and equality. In doing this, all ties were severed from the United Kingdom as the United States of America claimed its independence. There was no NBA in 1776. You were wondering where I was going with that, weren't you? We should skip ahead a bit to 1948. This is actually the second NBA, technically BBA finals, but I didn't find the Truman Doctrine as important as the Marshall Plan was a plan in which enormous amounts of monetary aid was sent to the Western Bloc nations in Europe in an economic battle with the Soviet Union. This was the same year that the Philadelphia Warriors duked it off against the Baltimore Bullets in a nail-biting 6-game series where the Baltimore Bullets bested the Warriors in Philly. 1962. JFK sure had his hands full with the Cuban Missile Crisis. Is what I would say if I was boring. The Cuban Missile Crisis came about when negotiations between Moscow and Washington broke over the placement of nuclear warheads in Cuba. Very memorable, but just in case you need some help remembering the Cuban Missile Crisis, it was a Celtic-Lakers finals where Frank Selvey of the Lakers missed a game-winning shot in Game 7. Who is Frank Selvey? Anyway, the Celtics won. Truly a tale for the history books. 1991. This was the last year for the 69-year-old Soviet Union for political turmoil, unpopular leadership, and a military coup eventually led to the dissolution of the USSR. In even more tragic news, Michael Jordan won his first NBA championship against the Magic Johnson-led Lakers. Very cool. 1998. On February 12th, 1998, Bill Clinton was acquitted of perjury after he did some funky business with one of his employees in the White House. I'm not sure how to segue that into the fact that Michael Jordan won his final championship with the Bulls in this year, beating the Utah Jazz in 6 games. This is the last time on this list. I'm very thankful to say that I have to mention the most overrated player in basketball history. 2008. In 2008, America elected its first non-white president by the name Barack Obama. That same year, the Big Three Celtics, led by this man, we love this man, beat the Kobe-led Lakers in 6 games. I am even more thankful to say this is the last time you will see Celtics-Lakers. No, it won't. It's not. 2011. On May 2nd, 2011, Operation Neptune Spear successfully slayed Osama bin Laden. A month later, Operation Lack at Dirk successfully slayed LeBron James from his second NBA Finals appearance.
This weather, man. Weather is crazy.
As the Heat were beaten in 6 by the Dallas Mavericks. You get what you deserve. 2024. And finally, this year took place to the long-awaited AP exam for apush. Most wouldn't find this date important to United States history unless you're Miss Bond and put it on the dates sheet, which means it's very important. This year, we're expected to see the Celtics play off against the Mavericks to be crowned this year's NBA champion. Unless the Wolves pull something out of just between me and you, it's probably going to be the Celtics, which would give them their 18th title in franchise history and put them officially above the Lakers, being the winningest team in NBA history. Yay, Celtics. And that's 10 dates in history you can remember by their corresponding NBA finalist. Who would ever do that? That's such a waste of time.